would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Power football with the run. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Badgers will have it first and 10.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. To a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Richard. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, SMU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Singh. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give from the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And with the closest guy to the football, it's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls in.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time. Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helped.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the red zone, it's Logan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Logan. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and took it on into the score. absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standards.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Singh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Singh. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working the middle, it's complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown Mustangs! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He wants to throw it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
The give to the tailback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Made a defender miss. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. second down, he'll throw it. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throwing right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give to the fullback. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and leave them right off the clock to win.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Handoff to the fullback. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Run it with the fullback. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bring in the heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team